I'm not my breath. I'm not even my body. I move beyond my mind. I move beyond thinking. I move beyond even a single thought. And I invite Samuel and my guides to speak through me. Good evening, and welcome back.
Good evening.
We can change things up too, a little bit. He sits in a different chair. You rearrange the room. So we play along with the game.
How nice.
This human experience, is it not more delightful when you play along with it instead of resist it? For there are those things that you are confronted with that you resist. Why is this so? Why not just go with the flow of what unfolds before you? Much of your humanness, reactions, flow as the stream flows. Are there not times in your life where everything just seems to be flowing along nicely, smoothly, calmly? Then there are those times when things are less calm, turmoil, indecision, like the calm stream that suddenly hits a patch with boulders and rocks, stirring it up, quickening the flow, wondering which way to go. But yet you still flow. The stream still flows. Patterns. In your humanness, you get used to patterns. You get used to having the furniture a certain way. Change it around, get up in the middle of the night, bump into something that's in a new place. He thinks of the one called Wink, how her patterns changed when her sister crossed over, how they observed how some of her actions, some of her traits were influenced by the one she shared this space with, and how things changed when she left.
So you're saying it's good to change things up a bit. It changes our perspectives and maybe gives us a higher knowledge of things. Or ability to open up to
The flow.
Yeah.
All
Higher
things
consciousness.
change. One of these traits in your humanness, you like these patterns you get into, as if things are not changing anyways. We speak of the stream yet again. Even when it is flowing calmly and smoothly, it is in a state of constant change, continuously flowing. Each one of your lives is the same. Each one of your times on this planet, from a grander perspective, is but another change. Are not you here to experience this?
I think it's kind of on fast forward now, don't you?
A quickening you sense.
How about slapped instead of sensed?
Have not you stuck your foot in a stream and we're a bit surprised by the strength of the current that lies underneath, even when the top looks so still. Change is inevitable. Some changes are quick, some are slow. The weather moves in and out much more rapidly than the seasons do. This stillness, these periods of silence, can you sit? Can you enjoy? Or does the mind race to put thoughts in your head? Feel the breath. Feel the love of the all that is as you breathe in, as you exhale, in gratitude for the all that is, that breathes you. Can you feel silence? Can you experience silence in a new way? Can you feel the love of the Creator fill your lungs? Feel that moment when the lungs reach their capacity, and the only natural thing to do is to release that loving breath you just took. Every breath, a gift of love. Every exhale, gratitude, the flow of life into your being, the release of that breath, so often without even a thought, knowing that the loving breath will fill you yet again and again, changing the thoughts in the room in your mind about this gift you receive and release so many times each day, often without giving it a single thought. You are so loved, dear ones. So very loved each and every moment, each and every day. No matter what faces you, no matter what lies before you, you are so very loved each and every moment. Yes, we speak of the wonder of this gift, this vessel you occupy for a time, this vessel that is so easy to take for granted, this life, this love that is bestowed upon you with each breath, with each beat of your heart. This gift that you played games with when you were a child, attempting to hold your breath and finding you could not sustain the flow of life that sustains you in so many ways, be it the beating of your heart, the flow of your breath, and the smile that crosses your face that lifts your mood. Or is it the mood that makes the smile wash across your face? Chime right in, dear ones, if you have a question.
Talk to us some more about how the awareness of the flow of our breath can bring us back moment to moment, day after day, to the awareness that we are one. So much so that at one point, we just step into higher consciousness and stay there.
When does it happen? There are times during your day, are there not, where you consciously stop and take that deep infilling breath just to settle yourself. When you find your mind has raced off, so to speak, or you just feel caught up. That's why we remind you how much you are loved with each and every breath you take.
Who are we loved by?
The all that is.
Whatever name you wish to call it, dear ones. Source, the all that is, God.
So the we is everything.
Say again, dear one.
So the we is everything.
We is everything. We have spoken of this. We sit here in these chairs. We sit here in these physical bodies, looking at each other as if we are separate. There is no separation.
Going along with Laura's question, would that be basically practicing the presence, the Christ consciousness? Being aware, that state of awareness?
Awareness of the flow all around you. Awareness, how do we say, is not this consciousness. You speak of becoming aware of the grander perspective, the higher perspective. The challenge that awaits you, that lies before you. Do you look at it with the resistance of why me? Or do you rise and see a higher perspective and say, what am I to learn from this? How am I to grow from this? Have not you experienced that where you cross what you could call a particularly difficult time and come to the realization that you grew from that experience? That when you share that experience with others, they grow from the fact that you grew from that experience and you can share a new perspective of it with them. Your life flows in a different way. Your thoughts flow in a new pattern once you have come through a difficulty. Or just having experienced it once, do you not realize when it comes upon you again that you know you can, quote unquote, survive this experience because you already have once? Whereas the first time you might have gone into fear, gone into so many different states associated with fear, anxiety, anger, why me? Disbelief. How can I survive this?
I have a question. Towards the end, when I worked at Moccasin Bend, I found myself taking these deep breaths or sighs, but I didn't even realize I was doing it. It just would happen. And usually I would realize it because somebody would comment, "That's how I feel." Was that me unconsciously taking those breaths? Or was someone, something trying to help me relax? Or both?
It was a release.
It was a release before anything even happened that night. I'd walk in the door and it would happen, but I wouldn't even realize it.
Oh, back again, are we?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Huh.
Preparing yourself for what is to come. Preparing yourself for the uncertainties that will unfold.
And it was such an unconscious thing, but it was interesting how other people would respond to it. I wouldn't realize I was doing it, and then somebody would say, "Yes, that's how I feel." Yeah.
Along those same lines, is it good for us to feel a certain amount of uncertainty? Does that uncertainty help us grow? And would we grow as much if we didn't have uncertainty? If we had just a very same, boring, stale. No.
Where is the growth in that, dear one?
Yeah, uncertainty about what's going to
Are
happen.
you talking about constancy or uncertainty? The constancy of every day
Both.
or the uncertainty? Because there's challenge and excitement in the uncertainty.
There's growth in uncertainty.
There's growth and uncertainty. That's what my question was. Well, Samuel, thank you so much for coming and visiting with us and having a little chat.
He's brave.
He has to be brave to come into this group.
Thank you, dear ones.
Thank you, Samuel.
Thank you.
Think of the love with the breath. Think of the love, dear ones, how very loved you are. And we bid you adieu.